You might be asking why this is not the next episode of the Guts progression, and why I haven't posted in such a long time. Well, due to a creator called Punchy making a video about Guts with almost all the same ideas that I had, I lost all passion for the project. This is not to call out Punchy, because sometimes creator can get the same ideas. I get it, I mean no hate, but I am just sharing the information. Without further ado, enjoy the first episode. Hey there, it's Tech Demo, and welcome to the Aizen progression. If you don't know who this guy is, he's basically a super smart, and he hates the Soul Society with a passion. The closest name I could find was Azel Smolkin, and you can probably tell that nobody is going to be guessing who we are progressing. This build is going to be based of intelligence, agility, and charisma, since these are all aspects Aizen excels at. Anyways, with all that out of the way, we can finally do trial of one. This truly was our Deepwoken. In all seriousness, I have been playing this game for more than an entire year, and I still cannot kill the Enforcer. Also, an announcement for this video, I'm doing a giveaway. If you can manage to find the Roblox avatar hidden in this video, the first person to find it and timestamp it in the comments gets a free curved blade of wind. And just like every progression, let's go to Etris to get some clothes. Well, unless that event doesn't have a Broodlord, which I don't think it does, we might have to make a quick stop. And no, surprising, because most of these now always have Broodlords. It's free loot, so I'm going to take it. Anyways, time to pull an Aizen and snap some necks. An enchant, and the boots actually have decent stats. That's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Anyways, some more insight on this build. We're only going to go for 25 weapons just to get a katana, since everyone in Bleach has a katana, and you still might be asking why I went Shadow and Ice. Well, there is a certain Hado that Aizen famously uses, and that is Koro Hitsuji, which is just an extremely tall black box that impales people with spike, and there is a hybrid move called Perma Frost Prison that can fit this attack almost perfectly. Besides that, we can also get some more moves that act like Kido, such as Ice Beam and Encircle. Now, we can finally head over to Etris and get out of these rags. And boom, we have clothes now. Since I ended up getting really bored of just trying to find Void Walker events, so that we didn't get Void Walked on. Instead of spending 40 minutes trying to find events, we're just going to go directly towards Etria. And a bandit event spawned right as I'm going to Etria, so again, it's free XP and loot. I don't think I'm going to be able to samp their necks this time. There's not enough room, and they're going to notice me trying to end the life of their partners. So, we might just have to beat the crap out of them the good old-fashioned way. That's one of them. That's two of them. And I'm not counting, so that's the rest of them. That loot was okay at best, but still no katana. Same thing for this chest as well. Alright, let's finally go to Etria. Now that have finally reached Etria, all we gotta do is get to level 14 and leave. Cause after that this place is pretty much useless. This is where I am going to skip a lot of stuff cause the game is about to turn into a bandit and rock golem beater. So what felt like 3 seconds for you was around 40 minutes for me. We can now leave Etria, cause again this place is pretty much useless to us now. And of course, Etria got mad at me for calling it useless, and decides to jump scare me with a random Sharko. Now, we can finally leave this useless place, And then my dumbass just decided to set sail to Vigil, for no reason. The actual place we need to go to right now is Songseeker, and see if we can get our last move, and our katana. Since we had gotten most of the moves that resemble Aizen's, and named them accordingly to the Hado they represented the most. As I get to Songseeker, I ask this guy if he has a katana that I can have. And he ends up saying that he has one in his bank, but he doesn't know where one is. I just end up saying that he can use a guild base, but he can't spawn one in. So he ends up going on his boat all the way to where his guild base is and gets the katana. I really thought that he was just going to leave and never come back, but apparently there are still good people in this world. So I'm just checking to see what I should pick, and he just shows up with the katana in his hand. So I grab it, and realize that I needed 5 more points into my weapons. I'm an idiot. So I went on this little side quest to get the 5 extra points. So, I finish getting all my cards, and the mother of all hybrids shows up to bless me. On the literal first card that shows up for mantras. Permafrost Prison, we had finally gotten it. Now, we only needed to get a few more things. Our points for the katana, the outfit, and finally the oath. So now, I'm going to get the points I need and end it off. But before that, let me just rename Permafrost to Kuro Hitsuji just for the aesthetic. Just renaming some moves. And that will be it for this video. Remember, find the avatar hidden in this video and be the first to timestamp it and put it in the comments. Also put your username next to it so that I can find you on Deepwoken. Good luck, and come back later to see the part where we finally get our oath. Sorry again. One last thing before I go. I ended up finding a piece of clothing that looks a lot like Aizen, but it wasn't recorded. So in the next part, if you see me with it, don't ask how I got it. So, for real this time, bye. Leave a like, subscribe. Our sub goal is 100, and come back for part 2 in the year 2035.